5 minutes.
Thank you, Chairman Yarmouth. Thank you, Ranking Republican Leader Womack, and every member of this important committee for allowing me to share my thoughts about the budget. I come from the most diverse district in America. If the census comes through in 2020 as expected, the election in 2022 in my home district of Texas 22 will be 25%, 25%, 25%, 25%, divided equally between Hispanic Americans, Asian Americans, African Americans, and Caucasian Americans. Everyone in these groups have concerns and some have fears about Medicare for All. We all know the drivers of our uncontrolled national debt. It's 3 programs that we have to pay for. We made a promise. Social Security for retirees, Medicaid for less fortunate, and Medicare for senior citizens for their health. Medicare is in the worst shape of all those 3 financially. Medicare for All destroys Medicare as we know it. It ensures a rapid bankruptcy, meaning Medicare for none. The Mercatus Center had a study. They put the number at $32 trillion over 10 years for Medicare for All. New York Times, not the most conservative paper out there, has said Medicare for All will have increased, possibly higher taxes for people on Medicaid, new taxes for people who pay for the insurance out of their pocket, TRICARE for our veterans, gone, and private insurance through employers, gone. Meaning the promise, if you like your health care, you can keep it, is being broken. Leader of Medicare for All in the Senate, Senator Sanders, admits that his proposal will cost $1.38 trillion per year. That's $13.8 trillion over the 10-year budget window. Our seniors know that expanding membership to Medicare, their exclusive program for their last years of lives, will lead to lower quality of care and less access to care. You can't put millions of youngsters into Medicare without diminishing seniors' care. The math just doesn't add up. In addition to risking Medicare for seniors, all people back home have asked me the whole time I've been in Congress, over 10 years now, the same question. If my family has to have a balanced budget, if my business has to have a balanced budget, if my local city government has to have a balanced budget, if my state government has to have a balanced budget, why in the heck does DC not have to have a balanced budget? And balanced budgets are hard. My old boss, Phil Graham, had a great quote about balanced budget. He said, balancing a budget is like going to heaven. Everybody wants to do it, but nobody wants to do what it takes to get there. When my party had controlled this committee, we balanced our budget within the budget window. Some 10 years, some as low as 7 years. Those were tough, tough votes. Tough, tough choices. I asked this committee to please make your goal to balance our budget within the 10-year window. You don't need to have this committee balance a budget after the world ends in 12 years or after Jesus comes back. Make the tough choices now. Show the American people we get it. And I have to take some questions.
Thank you, gentlemen. Does anyone have a question for the witness? Thank you very much, Mr. Olson. Just so you know the order now, it's Mr. Malinowski,